How's it going, YouTube? Oxy here, and welcome back to the channel. As promised, Saturday videos are more like news coverage, discussion type videos, and yeah, just gonna get into the most interesting topics to me of this past week. So first big news, I'm super excited. Little Nightmares 2 was released this Thursday, February 11th, for all major platforms. The first game I absolutely loved. I think it's a hidden gem because best way I can describe it, honestly, Little Nightmares is it was developed by the Tarsier Studios. They worked on Little Big Planet for the PS Vita. So if you've played Little Big Planet, you get the feel of the game. But it's like a horror platformer, like suspenseful thriller. Best way I can describe the series, honestly, is like if you're familiar with Tim Burton, like his movies, like, Nightmare Before Christmas, stuff like that. Or Perfect is like Studio Ghibli. So any, for you anime people out there, like Spirited Away, movies like that. Like basically, the games are like, they're platformers, but they have this like horror theme to them. Like childlike, but there's adult themes and there's like a bigger picture to them. But I absolutely love the first game. Funny enough, I got it. It was like it came out 2017, so 4 years now actually. And I was going to a Best Buy, just going right. I think I was looking for a controller, and then boom, I see it there, like the collector's edition, only $30, and I was like, hey, I'll give it a shot. And that is definitely, the game has stuck with me. Like, basically, I'm just recommending go out and buy it. As you can see here, boom, just got it. Shout out to Best Buy. Had it in stock, went and got it. Very excited to play this. Yeah, it's like, I can't stress it enough. I can't recommend it enough, honestly. Like, definitely check it out. It's only $30, smaller indie studio. But believe me, you're getting quality. I think the first game, highly overlooked. Definitely one of the best games of that generation, Xbox One, PS4. One of the best games, without a doubt. Love the atmosphere, just love the storytelling. I love games like that, like where it's like for the hardcore, for those that care, you have to like go out of your way to piece the story together, like who is the geisha, who's running the maw, this like submarine it's like a submarine that feeds like the rich. It's, again, cannot stress it enough. Definitely check it out. Awesome game. You won't regret it. And as the title suggests, PS5 Dualsense controller drift? Yeah, you'd be surprised. Believe it or not, the PS5 is having issues. The Dualsense controller is having controller drift. And if you're not familiar with that, it's basically like what happened with been happening with the Switch Joy-Con drift. So basically, it's like, the analog sticks will like droop to the side. It's like if you're not touching the controller, it'll move on its own. You get the idea. It's just like very, unwanted. Like, it's unfortunate. But yeah, reports are coming in that for the 5 people that actually own a PS5, shout out to the scalpers. Yeah, it's like, it's just a big issue. And believe it or not, it got to the point where a class action lawsuit has actually been filed against Sony of America and then Sony Interactive Entertainment, like, Sony. And it's filed by the law office of, I'm gonna butcher the name, it's, I'm sorry, but it's filed by the Michael Schwartz, Kreiner, and Donaldson Smith LLP. And I know it's like, okay, who cares, just some law firm. But actually, this is the same law office that successfully filed a class action lawsuit against Nintendo for the Switch and its Joy-Con drift. And it was, like I said, successful. Now, no, you're not going to get a big payout, it's just a controller. I think the agreement came down to like, if you sent it to Nintendo, you obviously get a replacement for free. Pretty standard stuff. not really much of something like, oh, like this big, like, yeah. But believe it or not, Sony, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of shocking to me. PS5, I mean, realistically, we all know Sony is a more popular platform, we know that. And I don't know, personally, I would just assume that they'd have their stuff together, like, the big launch that just happened, you'd think they'd be more prepared, but hey, I mean, that just shows you Sony fans that they're out there, I guess playing too much, messing with the sticks, and people are just excited for it. But yeah, guys, like, it's crazy. I mean, so far Xbox, Series X hasn't had any issues yet. But again, please guys, keep in mind that these consoles are new, and so you have to understand that with every new generation, obviously first batch is always going to be defective. I mean, it's new technology, and yeah, just cut them some slack. I'm pretty sure Sony will fix it, I mean, it'd be a big issue if they don't. But yeah, guys, just be on the lookout for that. But in another game I'm very excited for, and I think all of you should check out the trailer. I don't put the footage here because a 30-second clip won't do it justice. Definitely go watch the whole trailer. The game is Black Myth Wukong by Game Science. Now, Game Science is a studio out of Japan, ex-Tencent employees. And for those unfamiliar, Tencent is this big Chinese conglomerate. Basically, like, they run mobile gaming. They actually own, like, I think practically, 40, maybe 50% of Epic Games. So, Fortnite and, stuff like that. They own a lot. And, yeah, they're a big deal in the mobile, side of gaming. But, yeah, ex-Tencent employees, they weren't happy with that whole microtransaction-y garbage. They made their own studio, Game Science. And they're coming out with a new game that looks phenomenal. Like, and this is being built on Unreal Engine 4, so a last gen, like Xbox One, PS4, and it looks insane. Like, but they released a new trailer, basically celebrating Chinese New Year being the year of the ox. So it's not like a story trailer. They've gone on record and said that it's just them, like, yeah, it's just a trailer put together to celebrate the new year. But believe me, the game looks fantastic. Like, it's basically like Dark Souls on crack. Like, the animation, some of the fur, like, insane. Like, it's like that they're pulling that off on like I said, Unreal Engine 4 is insane to me. Like, that's just crazy. But I'll have links to like Little Nightmares 2 previously, Black Myth Wukong. There'll be links in the description below for you to check out. Definitely consider them. I mean, and the game Black Myth specifically is being targeted for all current consoles and PC. No release date as of yet. I'm pretty sure that game is still a good 2 or 3 years off, but definitely one to keep in mind. Remember, guys, Black Myth Wukong looks fantastic. And finally, so this isn't gaming specifically, it's related, but it's just near and dear to my heart. For those of you who don't know, I'm a big Sega fan, grew up with Sonic, like, that's just my guy. I've always been Sega over Nintendo. And most of you may know, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie came out pretty good, if you ask me. I mean, obviously it's going to be targeted towards children, but it was good. For what hey, compare that to Mario's movie, it was way better. But the news for today is that Sonic 2, the sequel, has been officially greenlit in production, and it'll be out on April 8th, 2022. But as always, take these release dates, with any type of media with a grain of salt. Because of COVID, we're in the pandemic, everything is getting delayed. But that one is far enough away where it's believable, like, that it will come out that day. But we'll see. But yeah, just very excited for it. So if you haven't seen the first movie, spoiler warning. But at the end of it, Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey, he goes to like the mushroom planet, mushroom zone, and he ends up basically looking like Eggman, like the traditional Eggman. But Anyways, yeah, so it's like, oh, Sonic defeated, you know, the bad guy, blah, hooray. But then at the post-credit scene, Tails shows up, you know, looking for Sonic. And I guess what I want to ask to you guys is, like, who would you like to see in the sequel? Me, personally, you know, gotta have my boy Knuckles. I've always... So, between Sonic and Mario, I've always been Sonic, but within that universe, I'm a Knuckles guy, you know, just love them, like, little bad dude, you know, I don't, I just like Knuckles, so I'd love to see Knuckles, maybe Shadow, I mean, I guess Amy has to, right, but you get the idea. Just let me know if you guys are interested in that, and who you would like to see in the sequel. But with that, guys, you know, pretty dead week, but yeah, just let me know. Are you interested in any of these topics? Little Nightmares 2, are you going to check it out? What do you think of the Sony controller drift controversy? Do you think a lawsuit will go anywhere? And will you check out Black Myth Wukong? But yeah, guys, with that, you know, that's going to do it for this video. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching, and be on the lookout for my future videos. Peace, guys.